Good morning, everyone. I am Narayana from class 9C, and today I will be talking about the Dutch East India Company. The Dutch East India Company was established by a group of Dutch merchants in Amsterdam, Netherlands in the year 1602. The main goal of the company was to set up factories around the coast of the Indian Ocean. They established factories in India at Tranquebar, Sirampur, and Chandanagar. Together with the British, the Dutch armies won the island of Java from the Mataram Empire. They then attacked other islands of Indonesia together, but finally, the British and the Dutch forces fought with each other at Ambayona. The Dutch forces massacred 300 British army officials at the massacre of Ambayona, after which the English East India Company left Indonesia. Then, the Dutch East India Company finally became the only colonial power in Indonesia and established their empire of the Dutch East Indies. Thank you. The Mataram Empire was a powerful empire on the island of Java in Indonesia. The empire was closely related with India, with its allies as the Srivijaya and Khmer Empire, which were close friends of the Cholas of India. The Mataram Empire was very powerful, but finally, after its partition, the Dutch East India Company defeated it and established Dutch control in Java. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, my name is Harshkul and today I am going to tell you about the biodiversity in Java. So basically, Java is an island with a large amount of biodiversity, and the natural environment of Java is tropical rainforest, with ecosystem ranging from coastal mangrove forest on the north coast to rocky coastal cliffs on the southern coast, and low-lying tropical forest to a high-altitude rainforest on the slopes of mountainous volcanic regions in the interior. The Javan environment and climate gradually altered from the west to east, from wet and humid dense rainforest in the western parts to a dry savanna environment in the east, corresponding to the climate and rainfall in these regions. This was about the topic biodiversity in Java. So let's start with our new topic, the Indonesia Dutch East Indies. So basically, Indonesia Dutch East Indies was the second country in Asia to establish a rail transport after India, China and Japan were next to follow. On 7 June 1864, Governor-General Warren Solid Van de Weel initiated the first railway line in Indonesia on Kemchen village, Semarang, Central Java. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, my name is Bhashdhar and today I'll be talking about the disturbance of forest society in Java. During the colonial rule of the Dutch East India Company in Java and other islands of Indonesia, the local tribal communities faced severe hardship due to the exploitation of forest resources. The company introduced strict forest laws restricting the access of indigenous tribes to the traditional lands. These communities who depended on the forest for their livelihood were forcibly evicted and prohibited from using essential resources like timber, fruits and firewood. The Dutch monopolized forest products and for commercial gain, especially for plantation, disregarding the ecological balance and the well-being of local populations, leading to the widespread resentment and disturbance in the Surantico Samin's challenge refers to a social and spiritual movement in north-central Java, Indonesia, initiated by Surantico Samin during the late 19th and early 20th century. This movement, known as Saminism, arose in opposition to the capitalist policies imposed by the Dutch colonial authorities. The Dutch exploited the region by enforcing heavy taxes on the local population, including the poor, and monopolizing communal forest lands, particularly those with valuable trees used for trade. Saminism rejected these exploitative practices and sought to resist colonial control over land and resources. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, my name is Maheshran and today I am going to talk about impacts on Java after World War. War have been big impact on Java during World War II. The Japanese occupation distributed Dutch rule and sparked Indonesian nationalism, leading to independence in 1945. The Java War, which was during 1825 to 1830 against the Dutch, caused major unhealing, resulting in striking colonial control and cultivation system, which affected the island economic and social growth for years. Now I am going to talk about Java after Dutch rule. After Dutch rule ended in 1949, Java became a part of newly independent Indonesia. The island underwent significant political, social, and economic changes. The government focused on national building, implantation, land reforms, and promoting industrialization and urbanization. These efforts transformed Java into a political and economic heart of Indonesia. The island saw rapid development in infrastructure, education, and healthcare. However, it also faced challenges such as political instability and economic disparity. Despite these issues, Java's strategic importance and cultural richness continued to shape its role in Indonesia's growth and development.